Okay, preaching revival in Georgia right now. Let's remember those that are out sick with this COVID variant or whatever you want to call it. Let's keep them in our prayers today. God bless you. It's good to be here. I remember Elder Fuller would stand over there and teach Sunday school behind that little podium. And Brother Bubba reminded me sometimes, he'd say, well, I'm just going to ramble a little bit. I said, well, Brother Bubba, that's a good idea. I'm going to ramble a little. To start out with, I'm going to read a few verses starting at verse 32. And they came to a place which was named Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, sit ye here while I shall pray. And he taketh with him Peter and John unto death. Tarry ye here and watch. And he went forward a little and fell on the ground and prayed that if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt. And he cometh and findeth them sleeping, and saith unto Peter, Simon, sleepest thou? But when he came back, he said, Peter, why are you asleep? You couldn't wake up just 1 hour, Peter? You know that the context is Jesus had gone to the garden to pray. He was getting ready for his crucifixion. To say, fault Peter for nodding off. I've been known to nod off in church. I know none of y'all have, just me. Well, the preacher's preaching and giving all he's got, and I've nodded off, and I know not y'all have, but I have. Now, Peter's walking with Jesus, and Jesus and Peter's gone to sleep, church. Keep that in your mind as we go. Just trust me. Now, about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. We'll understand if we read a little further that Herod is really Agrippa number 1 as we go into this text. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. Do you know James was killed right there? Then were the days of unleavened bread. Verse 3 is very important because you read number 4, and when he had apprehended, he about in verse 3, and kill him till after that 7-day feast had passed. Now, when you go on, you can get way on deeper over there, but 2, this is Agrippa 1, which would have been his father. So somewhere in this line of people, Agrippa him understood at this time. Verse 5 says, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was Pentecost when he preached that great sermon. The church was established and the church was praying without ceasing. First of all today, church, are we praying without ceasing? Not praying, you're letting the enemy influence your mind. You're letting the enemy influence. Sometimes prayer seems to be our last